Hey everybody, the History Guy here. I am back with another battle in Ultimate General Civil War. This is the Confederate Legendary Mode campaign, and I am on to the second battle of Bull Run. I went ahead and played the Manassas Depot battle, which is, there's really not much to it, and you don't take any of your own troops, so I just kind of played through that one without doing a video of it. It's messy. There's not really a lot to talk about as far as strategy goes. I do want to talk just briefly about why the absence for the last couple of weeks, especially from this particular game. I mentioned in previous videos that I've been having some hard drive troubles. I finally got to the bottom of what was happening. Basically, there was some kind of a problem with the driver that kept getting installed for my video card, and it would corrupt things to where when the computer rebooted, it would not, like that video card was messing up. Long story short, I had to keep wiping out my hard drive. Finally figured out the issue, solved it, so it won't happen again. Got a new hard drive, got a solid state drive that I'm using now to boot everything. I'm also saving all of my games to the cloud now, so if for any reason this happens again, it won't affect any of my series moving forward. But what I tried to do was I went back over the last week or so, and I've been playing through this campaign, just kind of flying through it as best I could to get back to the point where I was. So this is an entirely new campaign, but I tried as best I could to kind of recreate what I did in that previous campaign and bring it back up to speed. So you're going to notice I don't have the same names of the units or necessarily the same build for my army that I did. But after this battle, I'm going to go back in, rename the units for the patrons that are still on board with things, and we'll kind of move forward as though we never left. So, long story short, I apologize for the confusion if you just now watched the previous video and now you're watching this one, but that's where we're at. We're on to the second battle of Bull Run. I'm going to be heavily outnumbered here. We're going to kind of, we dive in first here to this first part of the battle where really not a lot is happening. In fact, I'm really just not even going to engage in this. This is Groveton. So I'm going to drop out, and I'll kind of play through this, sim this real quick, not going to engage, and then we'll get into the real battle itself. All right, so this is what we're looking at. I've got 38,600 men, 96 guns. He's got 60,900 men. I'm going to be heavily outnumbered, which is going to be the story of my life for the rest of this series, unfortunately. So I'm going to do what I did last time I fought this battle, and it worked out pretty well to the point where I only lost 2,500 men in winning. I don't think it's going to be that easy this time around, but I'm going to do the same thing, which is basically all you need to do, all the Union needs to do to win is they have to take this objective right here, Stony Ridge. All I need to do to win is not let them do that. So basically, I'm just going to pull everybody back to that point, and that's where I'm going to kind of do my line of defense. Now I'm going to hold this side here just because it's a good strong position. Well, you know what? I'm not even entirely sure I want to do that. Well, we'll kind of think about it. I just basically got to hang on until my reinforcements arrive. I really feel like I should just tighten this whole thing up, but I guess we'll see. Why in the world I've got artillery by themselves all the way up there, I don't know. But as we can see, I'm already, I'm outnumbered by about 8,000 men. Let me get these 10-pounders back there in the open. I'm going to start breaking off some skirmishers just so I can kind of be as versatile as possible with the troops I have. Give myself some extra flexibility. Ways of extending the line a little bit. I think it's going to probably take a while before we see anybody from the Union side. I'm actually going to pull Egan over. Just leave those skirmishers out there on the edge because I doubt he's going to be hitting that extreme edge of my line. So I may be better off doing things this way. Alright, so I'll go ahead and drop out until we see some activity, see something happening here. Okay, so here they come. I don't think they're going to attack yet, but what I've decided to do is I actually pulled everybody back from here. I'm just so nervous about how badly I'm going to be outnumbered in this battle. I mean, right now it's 8,000. It's going to be more than 2 to 1 before he launches his attack. I've also pulled all my artillery back because I don't want to leave him up here on the front line and just let him pound my artillery before I can even begin to use them. And I've also told them not to fire because there's this 3-star unit up here that was drawing my fire. He's got a lot of these. If you look at the experience on these units, there's a number of 2 and 3-star units, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens when he launches his attack, because it's not only that I'm outnumbered, but I'm outnumbered by some heavily experienced men. There he just got some more. It's up to 32,000. I basically am going to have to hold on for about 3 hours against more than 2 to 1 odds. I'll get my general over here because I think the main attack is going to come on my left flank. Here comes his artillery. Alright, there he got some more men. So now it is 50,000 to 20,000. Dang. Plus he's got me 2 to 1 on guns. Nothing happening at the moment, so we'll kind of drop out here until the attack comes. Alright, we just engaged for the first time over here on my right. He's hitting me with artillery and with small arms fire. Here comes Reno. So he's going to have his full force up here. I'm going to have to withstand the full might of 50,000 men coming right at me. And I got to hang on for dear life for about 2.5 hours until I get these reinforcements. I'm guessing he's got more men over here, but for now I'm going to bring Hill down, try to double up on Jackson. Jeez, I already got an ammo situation with my artillery. I am not liking this one bit. And the attack hasn't even started yet. Coming? No, not yet. He's just trying to get out of the way for the rest of his units that are moving in. Alright, I think he's coming now. Alright, let's bring up the guns. Alright, I already got one breaking. That's not cool. Stewart, hold your own. You guys lost 222 men from artillery attacks. They haven't even fired a shot. Alright, let's see. Oh man. Alright, I'm going to pause for just a second so I can take a look at things. So just kind of looking at the situation, you can see I've lost 1,600 men now. He's lost about the same. But this is where it's about to get crazy. I'm not feeling super confident at the moment. Especially over here. Jeez, there's just so many of them. Come on, guys, hang on. Gee whiz. There's just so many of them. I just don't have enough backups. That whole center of my line just collapsed. Luckily I drove some of his back too. I'm going to get my skirmishers back into their parent units. Come on guys, just hang on another hour until I can start getting my reinforcements in. Holding our own, kinda, I guess. Let's pause again, just take a look at the numbers. Alright, he's now lost 5,400. I've lost about 3,300. I need better than 2 to 1 though, and I'm not getting it. I'm not getting 2 to 1 yet. Just to kind of be able to survive. Driving back some 3-star units with major losses, which is nice. Come on, where's my reinforcements? Here it comes again. Another 3-star unit coming straight at me. Everybody's got enough supply to last. Yikes, here goes my center again. Those 12-pounders are doing some damage though, that's nice. Come on Jackson, get over there. Go plug that hole. The nice thing is, as he's driving me off, I'm also driving some of his off. He's starting to hit my 12-pounders now. I got to get them back. Oh, here it comes again. He's going to try and hit me a little further over this way now. Come on, where's my reinforcements? They gotta be coming soon. kind of giving up over there on my left. Let's see if we can pull Withers over. I think I may hang on long enough to get my reinforcements here. Where are they? Where are they? I think it's probably right around an hour is when I'll get them. He's probably going to turn hill back unless Allen can get into him a little bit. Just as I pulled Withers over, it looks like he's going to reform and try to hit me on the left again. But this still looks like the biggest danger zone right here in the center. Come on, Allen. All right, you got to turn. All right, let's look at the numbers. He's lost 10,200 men. I've lost about half that, 5,000. That's what I need. I need 2-1 on the casualties. He's got me better than 2-1 on the numbers. And not bad considering he's got a lot more experienced units than I do. And I'm sure better equipped. Alright, right, that ain't gonna work. We gotta turn you. Anytime now, let's get those reinforcements. They're going to have a long way to go, though, to get into the battle. Here they come. There we go. We're closing the gap. All right, boys. Now, you'll see I have almost all these units labeled as militia. I decided it would be easier for me on the battlefield if I could identify quickly where the units are that are armed with farmer rifles that are largely inexperienced new units, so I can kind of use them as cannon fodder when possible. Now this isn't a battle where that was possible, but that's why I've named them all militia for now. So I'm going to start running some of these guys. Well, I won't run them yet because I think we're hanging on okay for now. It's not quite a desperate situation. Here's Sweeney. He's all the way over here. Yeah, let's get his skirmishers over to him. Alright, he keeps hitting me on that extreme flank over here. Alright, guys. I'm actually going to send Wilcox's militia right up here so they can have an open ground all the way to the action. Do the same with Ewell. The rest of them I'm just going to send right this way because I don't know where his troops are. He's got to have more troops out here somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where yet. I'll let him run for a little while. But I think we're okay. Alright, numbers wise, he got some reinforcements too. No, maybe not. He's losing men fast. He's 13,500 men now he's lost. I've only lost about 6. The numbers are shifting more in my favor. It looks like I'm going to hang on. I think condensing everything did the trick. Kind of pulling everybody real tightly together around the objective. Because there's only one objective. It's this right here. You take it, you win. You lose it, you lose. Alright, they're still at 79% condition, so we can let them run a little while longer. As for the rest, it doesn't look like I've run into anybody yet. So we'll keep moving forward. Go ahead and bring these 6-pounders up there too. Alright, stop running. Bring Wilcox right in down here on this side, although it looks like we're holding our own and we're about to make him run. Oh, he's going to send another assault at me. But surprise, surprise, I got more men on the field. I'm going to turn the tide on this thing. It's hard to kind of wrap your mind around when you start thinking about these battles like Malvern Hill, Gaines Mill, the 7 days battles, and then you go to Second Manassas, Second Bull Run, and then you think about the fact that it was only about 3 weeks, not even 3 weeks, between Second Bull Run and Antietam. These two incredibly costly battles, these huge battles, and both of those coming off the summer around Richmond, the 7 days campaign. And it's just, there was really just, you wonder what was going on in the mind of these soldiers who went through these battles. And then they get into Fredericksburg in December, and then there's a little bit of a respite before they get into Chancellorsville and Gettysburg back to back. And then there's that long break before the bloody, bloody summer of 1864. And that's just the East. That doesn't even count what's going on in the West. So we're going to hang on here. This is not the end of the battle. There's a lot more to it, but basically as far as winning goes, this is the end of the battle for me once I'm able to hold that position. The rest is just mop up. As you can see, victory conditions: hold Stony Ridge, hold Henry Hill, or hold Stony Ridge and inflict at least 20% more casualties on the enemy, which I'm clearly doing. So I don't really need to go and try to take Henry Hill. I've already done what I need to do to win the battle. Oh, here he comes. Okay. I'm actually going to back these guys off. Hey, surprise, surprise. Oh wow, Ewell's militia just marched right into it, didn't they? Well then, we're going to take out this battery. My goodness, not a smart move there, Ewell. Wow, those 12-pounders, 1,100 kills. Nicely done, boys. Looks like he's committed to marching up at me here, so we'll go ahead and bring these guys around. Now, my Gat is the one and only unit in my second corps that is not farmers. He's got Enfields. Alright, Ewell, I hope you had fun with that. Jeez. Alright, let's look at the numbers. Alright, he's up to 17,500 casualties. I've got about 7,500. So better than 2 to 1. That's only going to improve. We'll end up probably causing 25,000 casualties or so on his side. Of course, he can take it. Oh, hey, look at this. Got some cavalry coming up on Bristow's flank. So we're going to pull him back. I was really enjoying what he was doing too. Oh, routed. Darn it. Okay. I keep these guys close and tight here. I don't want that cavalry sneaking back there and grabbing any of my units. We're just going to take these supplies out. There's no point in trying to capture them. Oh, I just destroyed that 3-star unit. They are toast. That was Farnsworth, I think. He is gone. Completely gone. Hey, Bristow, how far you want to run, buddy? Jeez. Alright, so we're just about to the end of this phase of the battle. And it's all but done as far as him trying to take Stony Ridge. It's not going to happen. Now we're going to move on to probably to August 30th. Yep, here we go. So now we get to look once again at what's happening, and as you can see, he's still got 55,000 men on the field to my 31,000. I can go back to camp. I can't really do much. What I can do is, I can't. Oh, can I? Oh, wow! I didn't realize I could actually go in and beef up these units. That's actually not a bad thing to be able to do. The main thing is usually you can go in and replace lost officers, but I don't appear to have lost. Oh, I did. I lost one. That's amazing. That never happens in a battle that severe. To go that long and only have lost one commander, and that was of an artillery unit. That's fabulous. Okay, so I've actually got some stuff to work with here. So we're gonna go ahead and where's my 2-star units? There's one of them there. We'll start there. Just get them some rookie units, enough to where they stay 2 stars. Excellent.
Sir, yes, sir.
Form line.
So we'll beef up some of these units before we go back into battle. That is not going to be one of them because those are 1855s. Oh, we got another one that just hit 2 stars. So these will be the ones that I'll be renaming when the time comes. It's funny, it doesn't show 2 stars on the screen there. So I'll rename after the battle. I'll start naming them for the ones that the patrons requested. Alright, so there we go. That evens things out just a little bit. I can probably still do more.
Yes, sir.
With ones that don't cost anything with the farmers, because I got a bunch of those guns just sitting around and I got extra men to use them. Perfect. So those guys are all topped off. Kind of a funny word to use when you're talking about reinforcing troops, but I don't have any money to be able to do that for guns I don't have. There we go. I've actually got 1855s. I just can't put too many more in there. Alright, that's going to have to do. So we'll get back into this now. Let's look at those numbers. A little better. Not much. But we'll dive back into this thing. The worst has passed. I'm not too worried about what happens now. Except it bothers me that it reforms all your units, but what are you going to do? So I'm going to pull them back again to where they were. I got to pull everybody else over here back up to where they were. Basically, the only thing I need to do is hold that position. And do so without losing too many men, which I'm not too worried about. So I'm just going to throw everybody up there and just kind of park there. Let him come at me if he wants to. And just basically the same strategy that I had on the first day's fight. Because I don't have to do any of these things it's telling me to do. As you can see, it says capture Dogan Ridge, capture Chin Ridge, hold Stony Ridge. Hold Stony Ridge is the only one that matters. So we'll let them all back up. We'll kind of tweak things. Ooh, 10-pounders, get back there. And it's kind of funny I have an ammo situation, but I restocked my supplies, so we should be good there. I probably should have put more in there, but I didn't have any money, so. I'm gonna make sure these guns are back behind the lines a little bit. Wow, you really running from there? Okay. Cool. Here it comes. Wow, routed Hiram Berdan in a hurry. Throw everything I've got over here on my, what is the right of this line, because that's where it looks like he's coming at me. Alright, I left somebody behind. My general! No general left behind. Come on, get up there, man. Nothing happening up here so far, but I'm not going to act like it won't. Got to be prepared just in case. Okay. Nice thing is I've got a whole bunch more artillery available to me here. Put the 10-pounders up here in the opening. Bring the 6-pounders down in the action. In there as a backup. Alright, General Perry, come down here and oversee the right flank. Nice, okay, perfect. This is where we're going to really kind of rack up the numbers as far as casualties go. It's going to be pretty one-sided this time around. Right, hold tight right there, Andrews. He's running. That's going to be pretty much the end of this. Because I'm not going to push this. I'm not going to chase it. All 3-star units there too. Look at that. Roberts, Warren, Chapman, Weeks, all 3-star units. I have a feeling that's largely what I'm going to be facing from now on. Okay, so he's running. If he comes back, I'll jump back in. If not, I will go ahead and sim this to the end, and we'll see what the final numbers look like. Just about done. Got 14 minutes left. It's going to tick off. I wanted to show you this because I thought this was really interesting. AP Hill's Brigade, 2,000 men strong, 1,105 kills, 0 deaths. So take that for what it's worth. I'm not entirely sure how that happened. I think it's probably just one of those things. 1790. You know what it could be too is these could be the units that I refilled. Maybe that's what it is. But wow, 1,790 kills. So probably when I refilled them, it's showing as 0 deaths. So that might be a little misleading now that I'm thinking about it. But there we have it. Because of the men that I kind of replenished, it ended up taking those off of my casualties. And so what you end up with is 6,200 casualties on my side versus 23,000 on his. So that's about as good as you can expect, especially when you're outnumbered almost 2-to-1. So, very nice. I should have looked to see what else I gathered as far as guns and things like that go, but we'll take a look real quick. I got the Confederate Officer Star, whatever that means. I'm not sure what that's for. I don't think it tells you. But that nice 15 bump in reputation. I've got the career points I can spend now. We're definitely going to put those in the Army organization so we can get the max brigade size up to 2,500. I think I'll probably go... I think I'm doing okay there. I'm going to go politics one more time. Okay. So, looking ahead, we are, of course, now on to the Antietam campaign. We've got Weapons Factory, Chantilly. Let's take a look at Chantilly real quick. So I'm going to have 13 brigades there. So numbers are going to be fairly even. He may get a boost there when I start plugging mine in, but we'll have to decide what brigades. I'm going to do that next time, though. This has been a long video already. Just taking a look at things moving forward, though. I have about 30,000 men in my army, plus another 14, so that only gives me about 45,000 men that I have to work with. However, I've got these reputation points I can spend if needed. Just not a lot there. We can start getting some nice big guns, though. So a lot to think about, a lot I want to do. I definitely got to get these brigades renamed for the patrons, so we can get those back in place. I've got 3 two-star units, 2-star artillery unit, of course. And so we'll get all that done. But there you have it. There's the second battle of Bull Run. I'd love to hear your thoughts. What would you have done differently? What could I have done better? What did you see that maybe I didn't see? It's been a while since I made one of those videos. So it's kind of just me getting back into the swing of things a little bit here. But thanks for watching. Thanks for sticking with me and your patience with me while I've kind of had these computer issues. Won't happen again. Saving everything to the cloud. Thanks for watching. If you could hit that thumbs up, I'd greatly appreciate it. We'll see you again real soon.